Hello, my name is Dan Creed. I am from Minnesota, and I teach business and hospitality at Normandale Community College. Also, I have the privilege of coordinating the study abroad programs at our school, and we have developed over the last several years a fairly extensive program, both in short-term as well as semester programming. And I'm always eager and happy to talk about our programs available for students because we know it is such a vital part of their development. We've had probably about 1% of students over the last 10 years go on study abroad programs, and now it's increasing to about 2%. I believe the national average is about 3%. So our goal, our mission, is to increase that number for a variety of reasons. Part of the reason is because we know that study abroad, travel, understanding culture does indeed give students the edge in this global economic environment. I try to explain to students all the time that if you are going to work for a multinational company, it is critical to be able to understand cultural differences. It's also important to be able to say that you've traveled and that you understand and appreciate the differences among nations. So for a lot of reasons, we do encourage students and we do try to make it possible for students to engage in a study abroad program. We do have a variety. First of all, our short-term programs are typically faculty-driven, meaning that these are 10 days to 2 weeks in duration, and they are disciplined courses. For example, I teach in business, so currently I have 2 trips planned, one this coming June to Russia, and then also next year at spring break to Hong Kong. And because they are business-oriented, we, as we are in those countries, study the models of business compared to American models of business. To give an example, last year I took a group of students to Paris, and we studied the differences in what it takes to start a business in France, a startup, compared to the U.S. And so we spent, in one case, an afternoon with 3 ladies who had just started a fashion design company in Paris. And they talked about all of the issues that they face, all of the hoops that they jump through, often very similar to what we experience in the United States, but also in many cases very different. The same will be true when we travel with students to Russia. This should be a very unique experience to be able to look at the differences. We realize that sometimes not all the information is given. That was true when I took students to China. So we may have limited information given, but yet it's a great experience to be able to compare and to appreciate the differences. So we do have a variety of short-term trips. This year we have about 4 to 5 that are going. We have trips in spring break. We have trips that go right after graduation. We have a couple of trips, short-term trips to Europe. One exploring the discipline of communication. That one is to Italy and Greece. Another one studying historical events during World War II. As I mentioned, my trip to Russia, and then also we have a trip to Europe that studies food and culture. My trip next year to Hong Kong will study business and hospitality. We'll take students over to Macau to look at the gaming industry. So our goal at Normandale is to get as many faculty to put together a faculty-driven team or trips and to organize those trips and promote them through their students as well as any other students from any surrounding colleges. So we have short-term. We also have a variety of semester programming, and this is made possible through a number of partnerships that we have created with surrounding colleges. For example, about 6 years ago, we partnered with an existing program through River Falls, which is a part of the University of Wisconsin system. They have a program that is in Dalkeith, Scotland, and they've had that program now about 30 years. So they invited us to partner, and we have been able to send anywhere from 2 to 6 students every semester. Additionally, our faculty, if they are on sabbatical, can apply to teach in Scotland. They can also go in the summer for the 6-week program. Now, University of Wisconsin River Falls also has open programming in China and Singapore. We also partner with schools that have programs in Spain and Italy. We additionally have a consortium where we partner with surrounding schools to host a program in Costa Rica, which is a Spanish immersion program. So we do try to offer a variety of semester, short-term programs, summer programs, in order to be able to give students those opportunities. Now, often students will say, I can't afford it. We do have the option of financial aid available. We have some scholarships that we host. We have other access to scholarships that we make available to students. We just want students to be able to do what we think is a valuable experience. And so we work hard to try to make that happen. We know that truly there's nothing like being there to experience a culture and an environment in a foreign setting. So we do have a website at www.normandale.edu. Please feel free to go on that site. Also, the contact information for myself as coordinator is there. Feel free to call or email anytime with questions. If you have students who would like to join us, we certainly would welcome them at any time. Thank you so much.